A lot of people want to know, when will Disney pick up production on everything that they have in development? From Marvel Studios' core brands that were already shooting and on the way to move to post-production, to new films such as Deadpool. It turns out Disney's not even certain of this, and they don't want to tell us. So during the most recent Disney investors call, they of course had to answer a lot of questions. Theme park shutdowns, which are a profit, and of course there's the film side of things. There were so many things in development that are now falling behind, and of course the expectation was, well, by September everything's back to normal. Here's how they're gonna do it, here's what they're gonna be doing, and here's the plan going forward. And they did address some of this, but it's a weird update. So to make it simple, first and foremost, when productions continue, they will have to abide by the law. So masks and everything, a certain amount of people, you're going to have to remain a certain amount of distance from the person next to you. So how do you do that when you have films that literally require a bunch of people right next to each other? Remains to be seen. And that's when they gave the other update. Well, they're not really sure when productions are gonna pick up, and as of right now, they're not ready to say anything, saying it could be well into next year when things get back to some sort of normal schedule, if you will. And they said, and I quote, "In terms of large-scale productions, we're going to go through the same process as we do with our theme parks. We're going to be responsible in terms of how we put our employees and our filmmakers that are partnered with us. We've got no projections on exactly when we can do that." So again, it's going to be a while if you listen to that quote, and if you go read what they're saying, and just listen to the investors call, really. It's like an hour and a half, but there's a lot of stuff in there, and they go over a lot of things. And honestly, it was interesting because they got questioned a little bit more, and they couldn't provide concrete answers. There's just no real timetable, and it can't be, right? There can't be one because nobody knows. So again, if they have to do it like the theme parks, we see that the theme parks are opening up small scale, first starting in Shanghai, and then moving on to other ones depending on how that goes. That means you're gonna have to look at small productions. So more than likely, you'll see something like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, for example, which only had 2 weeks left. Maybe that'll resume first, and they see what they can do with a small scale crew and what they can pull off, and how does it look, and does it, is it noticeably impacting the overall quality? And then they'll assess it and move forward from there. So don't expect, oh, come September 1st, guess what? 6 movies are now in production. That's just definitely not going to happen. It's going to be a case-by-case basis, and that's going to take a while. So what this means is exactly what you expect I'm going to tell you. There's probably more delays coming if things don't get better soon.